Hey guys, what's going on? It's Bertrude. Welcome back to the channel. Today on this video, we're using the bad guy that you all love to hate. We're using the womanizing, teabagging, backstabbing, downright dastardly rotten Ronnie. So let's take a look at our stats. We're at level... Oh, for God's sake. Ronnie, go away, mate. You're such an attention whore. You can come back in a second. Right, so we're at level 50. We've got 44 vigour, 26 endurance, 26 strength, 23 dex. Pretty standard build, nothing too crazy going on there. In our flask, we're using the strength knot for 10 extra strength, so we can use one of our weapons in particular. Then we're using the thorny shrouded criteria for the consecutive damage boost. As well as that, we're using the talismans that boost our consecutive damage, and the Kindred of Rot talisman for a boost when we apply poison or rot. Our main weapons on the build are 2 Scorpion Stinger daggers. These are really good for taking advantage of the consecutive hit buffs, as well as applying rot to our enemies. We have a selection of weapons we can use in our offhand, including the Rotten Staff, the Rotten Battle Hammer, and also the Gargoyle's Greatsword. The Greatsword is the only one of these weapons that doesn't apply rot, but it takes advantage for all our other buffs. We then also have pulley crossbows on the build that shoot poison arrows to poison our enemies, as well as the rot from our weapons. On top of all this, to make the build even more toxic, we're using albineric pots, so once our enemies are poisoned or rotted, we can throw these at them and they can't heal. And that's the build, guys. Before we get into the video, I want to make a quick apology on behalf of Ronnie for any of the gameplay you're about to see. He doesn't fight with honour or respect, he basically doesn't care about anything. But remember guys, I can't be held accountable for any of these things, because it's not me doing it, it's Ronnie. Okay guys, so I've known Ronnie for quite a long time now, and I know for a fact that he's basically not a very nice man. This is what he usually does. His ego is the size of the moon and he's got an attitude to back it up. At the start of his fights you'll see him doing this, goading his enemies, making all kinds of gestures, basically showing as much disrespect as he can. And looking at this fight, he's already up to his usual tricks. He's applied poison and he's trying to throw that albineric pot to stop his enemy from healing. Oh, it's just disgusting. Horrible tactics. I just can't condone this behaviour, guys. This is Ronnie showing a complete lack of respect for his opponent. He likes to see the panic in their eyes, he likes to see the life drain away as they can't heal from that albineric pot. And look at this, it's just typical behaviour from Ronnie. I've seen this time and time again. This isn't how you should fight, guys. You must show respect to your enemy. I'm sorry guys, I just don't know what to say. And finally, it looks like Ronnie's got bored of this victim. He's finally shown a bit of mercy and put him out of his misery. And oh, mate, there's just no need for that. You got the win. Show a bit of humility, man. It's fitting that Ronnie spawned into Caelid for this invasion. The poison of the land matches the poison of his personality. And I've no idea what he's doing there, obviously some kind of goading tactic as usual. Ronnie's going to have to be careful in this invasion. These two are using some big weapons that can inflict a lot of damage, but knowing Ronnie as I do, I don't think that's really going to faze him. But it looks like he's managed to give the summon the slip here, and he's jumped on the host as the summon's been distracted with some PvE. And being the ultimate opportunist as he is, there we go. Done deal. And obviously always humble in victory. So Ronnie spawned into the capital outskirts, and we all know what to do if we see someone who's fighting the tree sentinel. You show a bit of respect, give them a bit of space, you don't get involved and... At this point in our relationship, I can pretty much read Ronnie like a book. And from his body language and the way he's approaching this fight, I know that he's got a plan and he's got a trap, and unfortunately for this host, he's about to fall right into it. I really can't apologise enough for Ronnie's behaviour, guys. Honestly, as his friend, I've spoken to him many times, I've held interventions, we've been to psychiatrists together, we've been to counselling together, they've advised long walks on the beach, we even took up yoga for a while, everything trying to change his attitude and change his outlook on life, but nothing seems to work. When it boils down to it, he just likes to see people suffer. Okay Ronnie, so there's two of these now, you can't go picking on a lone horse like you did in that last invasion. And these two really know what they're doing, so maybe they can give you a bit of your own medicine. Well, I say they know what they're doing, that guy did just stand there and eat 2 full volleys from the pulley crossbows. I mean, anyone else would show a bit of mercy, show a bit of pity. But it's Ronnie, innit? It's Ronnie. I'm sorry lads, you two were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So he's down in Siofra for this one, and it looks as though he knows exactly where his opponents are. And yeah, look at this guy. This guy obviously wants a piece of action, sat there waiting for Ronnie, but it's typical behaviour. You know, doing the emotes before the fight, he's trying to get under his opponent's skin. But to be fair, this guy's using quite a big weapon and he's doing some good damage, so Ronnie's going to have to play this one really well if he wants to get the win. Let's see how he approaches it. It looks like this is a pretty good fight so far. The Godslayer Greatsword is obviously a big sword with a lot of hyper armour, and he can poise through any of Ronnie's attacks with his daggers. So Ronnie's got to show some good spacing and some good timing to get in there with the dagger attacks and apply the rot in between the Godslayer Greatsword swings. I mean, obviously he's rubbing the win in the summon's face there, but that was actually a pretty good fight, I must say. Well played, Ronnie. Now let's find this host and see what the host's made of. You know, maybe take it easy on him, Ronnie. It looks like he doesn't know what he's doing as much as this summon did, but... oh, you know, there's no chance of that, is there? Ronnie, it looks like you're going to get the win on this guy, but oh mate, do you have to do this every time? Every time you get a win, you have to act like this. You had the chance there to show a bit of respect after a good fight, but nope. Same old stuff from rotten Ronnie. Mate, you're a bloody nightmare. Now look, see, these two, they haven't noticed you yet. Do the right thing, give them a little wave hello before you engage, and you can have a good fight. Oh, for God's sake. Well, at least this one was over quick and you didn't get a chance to torture these two. Oh no, it's another lone host. Dude, run away! Run away! Go down the lift! Jump off the cliff, anything! Don't throw rocks, pal! Go down the lift! Oh no. Okay, he's back in Caelid and he really needs someone to give him a lesson. He's even starting to get under my skin. Right, so it looks like we've got a group here, a couple of summons, possibly pretty high level. Maybe these can be the ones to put you in your place, Ronnie. Okay, so I'm not sure what level this first summon is, but it's not proven to be that much of an issue for Ronnie. Ronnie's usual tricks, applying poison, Albinoic pot, stop the summon from healing, and he takes him out, and the point down for good measure. Obviously not the one to put him in his place, but this next summon looks like he might be a different story altogether. That's some big damage. This might prove to be too much. Let's just keep an eye on this fight and see how it goes. It's like a classic David versus Goliath fight. That summon's doing some huge damage to Ronnie. I think this might be the one to finally put him in his place. Yeah, looking at it, Ronnie's out of healing pots. Looks like he's going to have to take this loss with a bit of dignity and then... Hang on, Ronnie, where you going, mate? Where you going, Ronnie? Oh no, don't do this, Ronnie. Ronnie, take the loss like a man. What are you doing? You just can't help yourself, can you? Always looking to have the last laugh. You could have just took that loss like a man, but no. You had to go and attack the host, trying to get the last word in. And now you must face the inevitable and die like a little girl. Okay, so I've lost hope at this point of you actually fighting with any honour, Ronnie, but maybe these gankers on the Redan Beach can at least give you a bit of a challenge. You're going to have to be careful here. You've got a spammy wizard shooting spells at you, as well as this guy firing the Sacred Blade non-stop. This could be a tricky one. You're going to have to play this one with a bit of brains. Okay, that's fair play. That was actually pretty damn cool, Ronnie. GG's. And it looks like Rotten Ronnie's found another lone host for this invasion. Let's keep an eye on this fight and see what happens, but unfortunately guys, this is the last invasion of the video. I just want to say that all of the kind of toxic gameplay and toxic attitude that you've seen from Rotten Ronnie in this video, you know, it's all in good fun. That's not me really, that's not who I am as a player, but when I rotate back round to Rotten Ronnie, that's when I get my chance to be a little bit more of a toxic invader, just because that's the character of the build. It's much more of a character creation than he is actually a build creation. You know, he's got that attitude, he's got that chip on his shoulder, and it's a lot of fun, and I absolutely love it. Anyway guys, like I say, I hope you've had a good time watching. I've had a blast making it. Subscribe if you want to catch more content in the future, or if you're not subscribed and you like the videos, I'd really appreciate it. Channel's been doing really well lately, so you know, every sub is appreciated. But look after yourselves guys, look after each other, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing, take it easy, and I'll see you next time.